Hello everybody, you're looking at a very nice clean example of a Mitsubishi Jeep. It's a turbo diesel. It is all original and it has no rust. It does have small imperfections to it, mostly small scratches and little scuffs in here and there, but here at Garanian Corp we didn't want to respray it or repaint it or put any kind of a bed liner to it because just wanted to keep it original, but for the customer to see what they're actually getting. So I'll do a quick walk around and I'll try to show small imperfections. Then we're gonna crank it up and show you how the motor runs. Everything works on it. The motor is surprisingly strong, and never driven the US version of this motor with gas motor, but pretty positive that in a drag race this will beat that. Overall it's clean. We're gonna crank the motor right now and then close the hood and then show you some other small imperfections to it. Alright, Jeremy, go ahead, crank it up. See if it's in neutral. Cranks instantly. By small imperfections, I mean things like this and a few other things. So we put oil, filter, new air filter, just a basic maintenance to it. Alright, so let's close the hood and then I show you a few things that, imperfections I call them, that I don't like about. So for example, in some places the stickers are fading, but you know, it shows you the originality of the car if you care about things like that. I mean, if you decide to buy it, then you can do whatever you want to it, put whatever kind of stickers or whatever paint, but small fade on the paint and few fades like this. So we'll just walk around closely and I'll show you what I mean. From the latches, they might be small scratches like this, and in the latch itself. So it would look something like that. It has a few minor scratches, you can barely see them right there. I'm sure they're buffable if you decide to keep the paint. Overall front grille has a few stone chips. Best thing about it, doesn't have any rust on the frame, so none of that is going on here. That's just a water collected there, but it's probably clean up with a toothbrush or something. Brakes work actually very good on it. They are drum brakes, but they do work very well. In fact, that if you press them hard enough, it'll lock up all 4 tires. Shocks are still good, and it drives well. It doesn't bounce around or anything like that. It doesn't make any noises aside from the noises that it should make that come from the motor. Rims, still original paint on them, no rust, just small specks of rust here and there. Then when we come to the interior, so it has this seats here and smaller things like this. You know, I'd like to show you this piece, for example. So the previous owner just kind of sprayed this little part right here, and there was a little scratch here, but that's, to my eye, probably the biggest imperfection out of all of them. Dash is in excellent condition, no scratches or any rusty pieces on dash. Everything works. Runs good radio, original radio works, heater works, transmission shifts very good, direct bolt action shift to it, probably better than an original US version Jeep, because this tranny actually does shift very well and smooth. It does come with a top. I'm not gonna take any pictures of the videos of the actual top because it's in decent shape, no tears or rips or anything. It's just, I personally believe that it looks better without the top. Maybe with a little bikini top on it. You can see some spray was done on the inside to prevent any kind of future rust overall, but as it comes to the rust, there is no rust. There is no rust on this car. For example, like this scratch right here, I can see that somebody at some point of time sprayed it. Maybe they carried a little cargo here or something. Expected things like that to be on it. So it's not a concourse car, you know. You can see this is the wear from the top. This is the wear from the top where it was actually wearing on the paint, and you can see this, somebody just touched it up, for example, but this is nothing, you know. You can see this is how it was, and this is somebody's touch up. Makes a very good impression overall, and it runs really good. It is a lot of fun to drive. It runs really good, and it gets close to over 30 miles a gallon driving this thing. So for it being almost 30 years old, it's actually gonna click 30 years next year because this one's 87. So for being 30 years old, this Jeep is excellent condition. Probably most of them are rusted to death or rotten out, including American Jeeps, but for original, unrestored, unpainted, perfect running, everything works. It's in really, really good shape. Just to demonstrate you how easily it cranks up, just take the key. That's it. So for 29 years of life, it racked up, let's take a look, 69,000 kilometers. So in US miles, something like this would be 43,000 original miles. There's paperwork to prove mileage. 43,000 original miles for this truck. For this motor is barely broken in. So that should conclude the video, and I'll post quite a few pictures on things that I like and don't like about it, but I just wanted to show you up close because it's kind of hard to describe sometimes just doing the pictures. So that's it. Beautiful car.